You provide the fire, and I'll provide the sacrifice. Oh yes, I will. You provide the Spirit, and I will open up inside. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. You provide the fire, and I'll provide the sacrifice. You know I will. You provide the Spirit, yeah, and I will open up inside. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. Fill me up till I overflow. I wanna run over. I wanna run over. Fill me up, oh, till I overflow. I wanna run over. I wanna run over. Fill me up, yeah, till I overflow. I wanna run over. I wanna run over. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. Fill me up, God. I wanna run over. Oh, I need more of you. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. I need more of you. So much more of you. So much more. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. Just fill me up, God. I wanna run over with your Spirit. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm ThandiwekaYah, and I have a prophetic word to share with you today. So friends, before I get into the word, please remember that not every prophetic word is meant for you. Take it to the Lord, ask Him, spend time with Him in prayer, let Him give you insight into the word if you believe that it is for you. Okay, and also test the spirits, guys. I only prophesy in part, and I know in part, and you need to be sure and you need to be certain about what God is saying to you. So friends, I had a dream yesterday morning, and I'm going to give you the prophetic word based on this dream. So what God was showing me through this dream is that There are some of you, those that are entering the new season, who have been given a new assignment. And God is saying that with the new assignment comes training. So you're in a training season, because now you're on a different level. You were in a training season in the wilderness, and you came out of that. You got the training that you needed. And now in this new place, there is more training, because we're continuously learning with the Lord. So God is saying that in this new season of training, intertwined in that is your new assignment. So new levels means new things to learn, new things to conquer and grasp, so that you can move on to the next level. That sounds exciting to me, my friends. I know that for a lot of us, when we started out in the wilderness, it wasn't so clear what was happening, and it was really, really difficult. But eventually we caught on, and we understood what God was doing. So God is saying that you're not going to have the same experience you had in the wilderness. It's a different type of experience. You're now moving into your promised land. You are in your promised land. You've been given a new assignment, and with this new assignment comes things to learn and to conquer and to grasp. There are new devils to fight. There's new opposition that you'll be facing. So God is saying that be prepared for the new beautiful gems that He has to teach you in this new season. He says you'll love it, you'll enjoy it. We know that training isn't always easy, but what we get to learn is the beautiful part. We get to grow in Him and grow with Him while we are walking in our calling, in our ministries, in the new places that He has sent us out to be in. So God says that He's going to place us in certain settings. He's organizing us into certain places, into certain groups that we need to be a part of. And in those groups, you'll find people who have been walking with the Lord, but everyone is at a different stage. Some are baby Christians, some a little bit more advanced than that, others are at a different point. And God is saying that you are one of the mature ones. You're one of those people in these settings, in these groups, in these organized setups that He's put in place. You're one of those people that has been through the most. You know what it's like to go through the wilderness, and you're almost there as like a mentor, a big brother or a big sister. And God is saying that you will be able to impart some of your knowledge, to hold someone's hand, and help them to understand what it is that they're going through, because there's so many more that God wants to bring into the kingdom, and He's going to use us to achieve that goal. In 1 Corinthians 7 verse 17, I'm reading from the ESV. It says, if I can just find it, give me a second. Only let each person lead the life that the Lord has assigned to him and to which God has called him. This is my rule in all the churches. So God is saying that He has assigned a role for you. And in this assigned role, there's a lot that He wants you to achieve. And one of those main things is helping others, is being like someone who takes charge and shows less mature Christians the way to go, the way to salvation, the way to Jesus, the way to deep relationship with the Lord. Not so much salvation, because the fact that they've chosen the Lord means that, they've received His salvation. So you'll be showing them the way that you've traveled, and hopefully they'll be getting a shortcut as opposed to the long way that some of us took. And that's okay. That's why God started with us. That's why He brought us through the wilderness, so that we can say, listen, you can stay there for 5 years, you can stay there for 20 years, or you can do what I eventually caught on years down the line. You can get it from the beginning. Because we do this out of love. We do this because we care. We do this because we know what the process is about. And God trusts us. He trusts us to impart the knowledge to others. So with a lot of these new assignments, you are going to attract attention from certain type of people, from certain types of groups, people that come across very official, people that want to look into what is it that you're doing, what's going on in this space, what movement is starting here, or what movement has started. These people are experts in their line of work, and they're not for the Lord. They are for the world. They're for the system of the world. And you will attract those kind of people, because they'll be interested and they'll want to know what you're doing and how it affects their worldly systems. And God is saying that you, as someone who has been mature, who has been through the wilderness, who's been trained up, you know how to handle these situations. They will almost come in and disrupt and just be in the way. But God is saying He's calling you to take your place, to stand in confidence, and basically just take command of the situation where you need to put boundaries and say, you're crossing a line here. This is our space. You cannot cross this line. He's saying a lot of you are going to have to do this. And He's also saying that even when you do put the boundaries, some of these people from the outside, some of them are going to be stubborn about it. And they will mock you and say, you know what? I need to watch this person closely. I need to watch what is going on here closely. And also, some of them will come from a place of, who do you think you are? I'm going to show you. So that's the kind of opposition that God is warning us will come our way. But He's saying, I have put a confidence in you. Another thing God showed me is that it's almost as if they will attack you from an identity perspective. So like I mentioned just now, it'll be a question of, who do you think you are? And how dare you, do you know who I am type situation. But because you know who you are, because God has equipped you, He has given you your identity, He has reminded you of who you are, who He created you to be, you will be able to stand up. And God is saying, be able to stand up to these people, stand up to these groups. You're going to have to take a stand. You're going to have to be in the front lines of the battlefield and say, no, I know who I am, and this is what I do, and you're crossing a line here into my territory. And those people that are going to mock you, you're just going to have to be prepared to face them, and just be prepared to face them. God says He has trained you. You know what you do. You know who you are. You know who you are. And you'll be able to stand up to them and stand your ground. He also showed me how there are going to be people in your situation that He's placed you in. There will be people who are obviously timid, who are obviously afraid, who obviously see the situation and draw back. And God is saying that it is going to be up to you to call them back in, to say, you know what, come back, let's continue with what we're doing. Don't worry about these people, these groups, I've got it under control. You're going to have to encourage, you're going to have to help people understand who they are, understand the identity that God has given them. So that is going to be your task in those settings. As much as you're running in your calling, in your ministry, in this new assignment, you're going to have to be aware of the dynamics that are going on. And God is saying that He's going to help you because He's already trained you up. And in this place, you're going to learn new things. You're going to be trained up in new things, and it's going to take you to the next level. And it's up to you how long it takes you to be trained up in this place, in this new season, in this new territory that you're in, so that you can move on to the next level. Just to quickly go back to the organized setups that God is putting together for the people who this word is for. He's saying that in those groups, in this new assignment, that you are going to be you're going to have to step into other people's shoes to understand where they're coming from. You're really going to have to get to know people, those people that He's placed around you, to nurture, to be a big brother or big sister to, because you know what it's like. You've been there. You've gone through your process of healing and transformation, and you understand better that no one is perfect. Everyone is broken. Everyone has a story, and you are more sensitive to that. And God is saying you are going to be able to easily put yourself in their shoes and really understand where they're coming from, and that way bringing people together, bringing the groups together. It's such a beautiful picture that He painted. And because you're the more mature person in that setup, more mature in terms of your Christian walk with the Lord, He's saying that you're going to have to do a lot of coordinating and making sure that people are getting what they need as God has called you to. Friends, commit this to the Lord in prayer. Ask Him what this means for you in the setup that He's put you in, that He's sending you into, this new assignment that He's giving you. And just allow Him to show you, to guide you. And obviously you get that guidance by spending time with Him and being in His presence. Speaking about that, I do want to start doing videos where where I'm still thinking about how I'll set it up, but where we practice being in the presence of the Lord, where we practice how we receive messages from the Lord in a quiet space, in a meditative space. And I'm thinking of maybe doing some type of guided meditations that are based on the Word of God, and just to help people who might be struggling a bit in terms of getting into that space with the Lord where they really are hearing from Him. It's not just about prayer where you're just speaking the whole time and you're not giving the Lord a chance to speak, to respond. So I'm thinking of doing videos like that. I don't know if you guys would be interested in stuff like that, but let me know, and then I can get on top of it. I'd love to share what I do with you, and I think by doing it and putting out the guided meditations, it will help you also get an idea of how to do it for yourself. And obviously you can tweak it, you can follow the way I do it, you can create your own setup, but it's just something to guide you in terms of practicing being in the presence of the Lord and really opening yourself up to hearing from Him, because He is speaking and He will speak. So friends, it's really important that as you start out in these new assignments, that you be aware of the people God is placing around you, where they are in their walk, and that you may encourage them and help them, because God has placed them under your care. In 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 11, ESV as well, it says, "Therefore, encourage one another and build one another up, just as you are doing." So there you have it, friends. It's about building each other up. It's about encouraging one another. It's about helping those who don't understand what's going on, entering their wilderness experience or are in the middle of it, and they're struggling with dealing with the traumas that they faced, and they're holding on to bitterness and unforgiveness, and you are to take their hand and help them through the process, because you've been through it, and you know the release that you've received from letting go of so much and releasing so much from your life. So yes, that is the word that I have for you today, my friends. I pray that it has blessed you. Remember that you serve a good, wonderful, loving Father, and that you are so special to Him. There's no